One of the things I've learned to do over the years is think outside the box just a little bit. Sometimes you can take a standard molding and use it in a way that's just a little bit different than it was intended to and get a great end result. So what I'm going to do is take this molding and make a 1/4 by 1/4 rabbet out of the back corner and use it to dress up that cabinet door that we've been working on. What I want to do before I start cutting this molding is just check and make certain that I've got a nice fit where the molding sits on the shoulder of the door and goes down and makes solid contact with the plywood. And that's just about as good as I'm going to be able to get it. All right, I've got all my pieces cut. And by the way, one of the things that's really important is to check and make sure that the pieces are exactly the same length. They're going to be going in opposite of each other. Now, I could nail those pieces in place on the door, but one of the things I found works a lot better is to assemble the frame first and then put the complete frame down in the door. That lets me nail through the joints, put a little bit of glue in there, and it just works a whole lot better. And of course, I really couldn't do that with anything but a headless pin. So I'm going to start, again, just a tiny bit of glue, because you want, if at all possible, to keep from having any glue come out in a miter joint. Then I'm going to line those up like so. I'm using 3/4 inch headless pins here. And one of the things that's really nice, not only can I nail that top lip, but I can come down here and I'm holding everything just flat and also shoot through where I rabbited it. So I'm able to hold that joint together in 2 different places. Again, there's no way in the world I could shoot any bigger fastener than a 23 gauge headless pin in there. That's really nice about this type of molding is the fact that it lips over the frame. Now, I've done some trim details where my molding has to fit exactly inside the frame, and that's a great look too, but it's much less forgiving because this lays down over the frame. It's a lot more forgiving. But as you can see, that's going to make a great looking door. So what I'm going to do now is change to a slightly longer headless pin and shoot back through into the frame. Now it's important to make sure that I'm shooting only into the frame because I've only got a 1/4 inch of plywood. And of course I know that that's something you have to watch out for because it's something I've screwed up before. So I want to just center that up. I'm going to shoot back in there. I'm going to go ahead and use a marking gauge just to set up and make sure that I've got the same reveal across the top. So I'll just set that up, tighten it. Okay, that's right where I want to be. Okay, I'm great there. Come down to this corner, great there. Now, if this was a much longer door, I'd be wanting to kind of check and make sure, but this short of a piece is going to stay straight. If you get to building really long doors, you might want to kind of keep an eye and double check to make certain that the moldings don't have a bow in them. Now, if you can remember what this door looked like before, and it's probably not fair because I'm such a molding guy, but I think that makes a tremendous difference in the way the door looks. And you can use your imagination a little bit and think about what a difference that'd make if you were remodeling a whole kitchen and you added that molding.